And when I started to experience issues when I got out of my vehicle. I was stiff as a board, kind of crimped over and what have you. And I knew I needed to get some help. I knew I didn't want to go to just a back specialist because that might entail some things that didn't want to get involved with. So I would happen to hear one of Dr. Jason's commercials on a Sunday, I believe it was, a little podcast I guess he had, along with another chiropractor. And I remember that, and then got in contact with you guys and took it from there. But I started getting adjusted, and within about 2-week period, I'm just literally just jumping out of my vehicle with no problems at all. Energy levels picked up tremendously. It was unreal how much energy I had. And then I knew at that particular point, I was at the right place. Problem was this: I had a bad case of acid reflux, or what they call the GERD. So I was taking this medication called Meprazole for some time, and then my physician, my primary, told me, "Listen, we need to do blood work." And at that point, I found out that my kidneys were functioning at about 70%, which is scary. They were talking about possible dialysis. Well, when I talked to Dr. Jenny about it, about the next visit, she was telling me, she said, "Okay, let's look this up on the computer." Bam. Omeprazole was known to cause serious damage to your kidneys. I immediately got off of that and started doing apple cider vinegar, per her prescription. It cleared it up. I spent a whole year messing around with my primary with regard to some medication I really shouldn't have been taking in the first place. Really, a lot of issues can be resolved with the proper eating, having the proper foods, eating the proper food. I don't want to say diet because diet's a joke anymore, but the proper foods, the proper supplements, the proper vitamins. The last thing you would want to do is get on any kind of pharmaceutical substance at all, because with that it comes a lot of problems or other issues. They kept bombarding you with information every time you came in. And when I first started, I was coming in like 3 times a week. And you get bombarded, and it's infectious. Then you're properly rooted. It's just academic from that point. Do I stay with the plan all the time? I'd be lying if I told you that. But it's like what Dr. Jenny says, everybody cheats. Okay, so that's where I'm at on that. I learned a lot about what I needed to do without anybody really telling me. I know these things. I go away with it at times, but I come back. When you're grounded, even if you go away from it a little bit, you'll come back.